Okay, so now we're going to trisect the angle like they did in the number file video. So the first thing I'm going to do is make an arbitrary angle down at the corner here.
Yeah.
Okay? So just whatever, some angle. The tricky part is just getting it to go to the corner correctly.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then we crease.
Wait, careful. Yeah, careful. You can definitely crease it now. Go ahead.
Crease.
All right. Creased, and then although we're not supposed to use, or we don't need to use a straight edge here, what I'm going to do is just because the white paper, the creases don't show up super well, can you just draw that crease from that corner? And can you draw it all the way down to the corner? All the way down to the corner?
Alright.
Alright, perfect. So there's our angle, and let's highlight it even more by drawing along the bottom of the paper. Okay, good enough. Here's our angle. And we're going to trisect this angle. So, do you remember what the steps were?
Well, you have to fold the paper in half first.
Alright, go ahead.
Fold this paper in half and crease. Then you
Alright.
have to fold this part in half.
Alright, so next we fold this part in half. Okay. So now we have two creases, and why don't we highlight those with a different color other than black?
Here's red.
You have red, okay. So let's highlight those. Am I on those creases?
Yep.
Alright. So there's those two creases. It looks like we made a big not equal sign. Okay. What do we have to do next?
Then we have to mark 2 points. This point there.
That point there.
And then this point.
And we fold the paper so that what happens?
So this point is on this line there.
Okay, so our bottom corner goes to the 1/4 line
This is on, I think it's this line.
on the black line. Okay. So let's, you want to do that?
Luckily
Don't crease.
we have markers that bleed through.
Okay. Is that about right?
It's about right.
Let's see.
There.
Is that right?
Yep. And
Okay.
then we crease.
Crease that.
And then we have to highlight the mark that this one made.
Here, highlight it with this.
Okay.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. Like sort of.
Like that. And then there was one other point we had to highlight, which was what?
The mark. Was it this one?
Do you remember?
The point that came over.
That point that comes over just gets us to make this crease. But what was the point of this crease here?
Well, did we have to mark the line that we had to mark the line that went here?
We have to mark this intersection point
Yeah.
right there.
And then in the video, I think they also maybe marked the line.
Okay.
But we don't need to.
We don't need to mark the line. Hopefully that crease will show up in the paper. And then what you do is you fold over to make a line from here to here. And maybe just for speed, I'll do that without folding. Can you draw that? And then we make this line from there to there. Do that.
And there's our cat.
Go all the way to the top.
Look.
Okay. And it turns out that this angle here,
It's trisected.
this angle here,
And just
actually,
double tick.
and that angle there are all equal.
Cool.
And we can measure it with our protractor too. And I'm gonna measure that by zooming in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Math cat.
Alright, so let's put the protractor on here. And can you tell me, let's get it lined up right.
So our arbitrary angle looks like it's 63 degrees.
63 degrees. I don't know that I have this thing quite lined on the corner, but okay.
But
63 you say?
62.
62. Alright, what does our small angle look like?
Small angle looks like it looks like it's about 22.
22? Okay.
So it looks like we were close.
We were close. What does this big angle up here? The second angle look like? It's how much?
This part here.
No, from down at the bottom all the way up to the top? Or to the second line?
43.
43? So we got close.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. So it's amazing. This is a problem that if you do it super precisely, and we didn't get it quite exactly
Yeah,
right.
you can trisect it.
If you do it super precisely, you can trisect an arbitrary angle just by making one fold for the angle, 2 folds to mark a half and a quarter, and then the third fold to get that point and that point. Just with a couple of folds.
And the math cat.
And the math cat and the,
Yoda.
obviously,
Yoda.
you need Yoda. Alright, good job guys.